You know, the last time I put a video up, I didn't have all this. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy MikeOfAllTrades. Welcome to the channel. Yo, so today I kind of want to talk to you guys about something that I picked up, or something that I purchased, or something that was delivered to me. They all fall into the same category, okay? You know what I mean? But first things first, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, because it helps the channel grow. We're making our way to 4K. I've decided that when we get to 4K, we'll do a giveaway of something. I don't know yet. But yeah, man, let's talk some arcades, right? So, there's a couple people who know about this, but maybe you saw my community post. Probably you didn't, or whatever else, right? But I am now in possession of a Dynamo cabinet. Yeah, I got a Dynamo, yo. It is, I believe it's an HS-5. I don't think it's an HS-3. You know what I'm saying? But it's great. It's beautiful. It's big. It's bulky, and everything else. And it's my first project cabinet. So you already know what I'm about to say. If you don't, or if you're new here, shout out to my dealer, Nick Matson. You know, Nostalgia. You know, check him out on all the social medias. He's got Instagram. He's got TikTok. You know what I mean? He's here on YouTube and live chats. Probably just mine. I don't know. But good guy Nick found. Well, it's funny because we were debating about. We were talking about a Konami cabinet at first, right? Because we were talking about a Konami cabinet, and we were talking about doing like putting Sunset Riders in it and whatever else. And then I was like, if I remember correctly, I was like, yo, so what's up with your Big Blue? The hunt for Big Blue still continues. It is not over. It'll never be over. I will get me an authentic Big Blue. Okay. But we were talking, and he finds this gimmick. He's like, dude, look, there's this cabinet. It's in my area. It's perfect for you. It'll be a perfect project cabinet for you to learn and get your hands dirty and all this other stuff. The price was really good, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So let's take a look at the cabinet and stuff, and I will give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Okay, everybody. Yo, so this is my HS-5 Dynamo cabinet. As you guys can see, it's kind of a mess in here right now, but I want to take a look at it and show you guys what's what with this thing and whatnot. So this is my project cabinet. Okay, it's clearly a project cabinet. You guys can look at it. You can tell some stuff's been like spray painted on here, and you know, even stuff on the edges and stuff, like the woodwork and stuff. Like, you see the spray paint. Like, there was something over here, and I think this still had a Capcom League Championship Edition on here. Like, you can faintly see the circle, like right in there and stuff. So I don't know if the person just like painted over it or whatever else, right? But yeah, so you know, here's the front, still running fluorescence and everything of that nature. You know what I mean? Cobwebs and stuff, because old caps over the wires. I don't know, we'll probably replace that or whatever else, right? There's speakers in here. I should probably learn how to turn the light on in here, right? I should probably learn how to turn the light on this phone. But yeah, like the speakers, they're not connected. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting sound, and that would be why. Yeah, and this thing it's dirty, like legit. I probably wiped off like a lot of the dust, but you guys can see that it's dusty. Yeah, the panel isn't too bad. Like the sticks feel okay. I thought these were going to be 30 millimeters, but these look like 24 millimeter buttons. Freaking different buttons and, you know, whatever else. Let me see if I can unlatch it real quick. Side note, that is not built for big arms. I just scratched my arm up. But if we pull down the panel and everything else, you know, wiring is okay. Obviously, we're going to have to probably replace the jammer harness and stuff of that nature. This ground wire right here, this was messed up. I tried to bend it back into place so it'll stay on, so it'll come on, so it'll trigger the 1-player button, but it doesn't. So I'm probably gonna have to replace the whole jammer harness and everything else, which that's fine. Again, sticks aren't that bad. You know, they're not that bad. I actually replaced the micro switch on here on this button already just to make it work. A lot of these switches are probably gonna have to get replaced, but I'm probably just gonna gut and change out all the buttons, and while I'm at it, change the sticks, because you guys can see the rust already on them. So that's gonna be fun to try to get off those rings. Inside of it, there is a knockoff. It's not even a real one. It's a knockoff Pandora box. Okay. Let me unlatch it real fast. See if we can do that. And the individual who had this before thought it was a good idea to use, you know, those locks that you use on doors and stuff. I don't think it actually came like this, but let's see if we can do this one hand. But yeah, so you guys can see it's a knockoff Pandora box. So yeah, but you know, there's dials and stuff. And, you know, I respect the attempt. Hold on, let me slide this thing back in. Another reason why I say the wire's gonna be done, because the cable management, you guys can see, like, it's all loosey-goosey, and if it is not put back in place properly, it'll get caught up when you're moving it or closing the panel. So, and without it being locked in, hey, we got it, first wire. Anyway, here's the bottom. You know, it's got some nice stuff. The rust around here, you know, that's it's cosmetic and stuff. This is getting replaced. It just is what it is. There's no coin mech, sadly, just like how there's no coin thingy. I did see there's a volume switch in here, so there's that. The locks were drilled off, so that's cool. Let me lock this thing back in place because I'm holding it in place. One thing I did want to show is there's a Coca-Cola thingy. So, hey, got some old bottles popped off. I think this is a better view at the underside of the panel. And clearly at the bottom, this had a lock bar. So, yeah, that'll come off. The bezel, you guys can see, this came from Lacrosse. I don't know how Nick got it. It came from Lacrosse in my state. The bezel around it seems to be okay. There's a little rip right there. You know what I mean? That was getting replaced anyway, so no big deal. But the glass also seems to be okay. What I was talking about on the other side about how it's peeling and looks like it's got painted over or whatever else. Looks like somebody just took spray paint and did it. And then there's a bunch of holes that are gonna have to get filled in. So, you know, it is what it is. This is my first project. So, you know, bottom bolts are fine. There are no wheels on here. I think there's casters. I don't know. We lifted it at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So, not really too sure. Let me see if I can, hold on a second. Okay, so, yeah, stupid Google Pixel phones, gotta turn on the gimmick. So, whoever had this, there was like a volume up and down rocker, but again, the speakers aren't connected. And close the door, look at the door. There's no coin mech. The holes are drilled out. I'm still trying to debate if I want to fix that or not. And again, in here, there's no coin thing at all. The front, as far as like paint goes, isn't that bad. Again, this panel right here, which makes me think I need to heat that up and get it off. The T-molding, yeah, see, even right here you can see, I don't know if somebody tried to like paint this off or what they tried to do. The T-molding actually isn't bad. I don't know if I want to replace it yet, but probably going to. Let's go to the back of it. If I'm not hitting the chair on my Velix, because, you know, that's what I do. Don't mind the iiRcade back there. And then federal law prohibits blah, 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 blah. You guys see the top's dusty, it's old. Yeah, and you guys can see this was a Street Fighter 31 HSS, the model number and stuff. So it's cool to see that kind of stuff. I believe this is a 25-inch monitor. I think smarter people than me can do that. I can just pull out a ruler, but I think it's 25. It's pretty big though. And then, yeah, all the wiring and stuff. Shout out to Nick for putting in a brand new power supply and everything else. He did say this is gonna have to get replaced eventually, so that's cool. And then there was a rat nest of wires and stuff in there, probably hidden under this thing. But here, we'll plug it in real fast so you guys can see what the monitor and stuff looks like. Where's the power cable? There's the power cable. Okay. I'm just gonna do all this in real time. Or not, because I think I put the machine on top of it. One sec. And for those who have been asking, X-Men's right there. It's next to Vuelix. It's fine. It's doing well. So now let's plug you in. Real time plug in. Here we go. To an outlet. You can hear it heat up. And everything else. Yep, we're doing this all real time. No cuts. Whatever else. And there it is. Here we go on the stool. So again, this thing has a Pandora Box 9 in it. It takes a while for it to heat up, but as you guys can see, it's already balanced itself out in colors. You know, sticks, work, and everything else. Typical Pandora Box stuff. So, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, this thing came with a Marvel Superheroes marquee, and the marquee's in really good condition. I'll probably insert a picture of it and whatnot, but here, where's it at? Here, we'll boot it since it came with a Marvel Superheroes marquee. We'll start Marvel Superheroes. Okay, so thing about this is with that wire, you guys can see start button doesn't work, but this one works, and these work. But you see how, like, I think it's like double looped because it's moving around, and I think that's a wire touching somewhere because it wants to keep going left, and it kind of tweaks out a little bit. But yeah, so that thing is getting replaced for sure. I just want you guys to see the monitor and things of that nature. Or that happens where it just freezes up. So again, I think the Pandora's Box is bad and the thing shorts out. I think it's might be touching or something, I don't know. But I think the Pandora's Box was on its last leg anyway. But the CRT's there. It's there for the potential. So that, oh, and look, the fluorescent tube works and stuff. So there's that. Okay, so I kind of ghetto rigged this up, holding it in place so you guys can see the marquee. But yeah, the marquee is in really good condition. So this might be the path we go. So let's go back to my desk and talk about that path. Okay, so I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little intimidated. I'm a little nervous, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Pequeño, you know what I'm saying? Small nervous, right? But I think I can do it. Normally I try to race to the finish with some things, you know, whatever else, right? But this one, I'm going to take my time and do it right. I'm excited. Thank you, Nick. Again, I'm still looking for a big blue. I did get another cabinet, but it's in my garage. And because it can't go in my house. It's like I'm becoming a real arcade peddler, you know what I mean? But we'll talk about that one later in time. But for this to be my first project cabinet, you know, if the monitor's gonna go out eventually, we'll see. The internals, we'll see. But yeah, matter of fact, if you're a member, there'll be a video up right after this talking about the game plan. Okay, So thank you guys for watching. Yo, hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Yo, tell the people. Yo, we're trying to get to 4K, 5K, 5K, 4K. Okay, we'll do a mini giveaway at 4K, but then 5K we do the big shebang. Okay. Anyway, MikeOfAllTrades. Yo, sub up, hit the like button, all the other stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.